Hey, what's up guys, this is Ryan, and if you haven't seen any of my previous commentaries, it's pretty much just me talking. But this is a game of free-for-all on Crash, where I use the Vector, which is just a completely horrible gun. There's no real upside to using it, except for the fact that you have to be 5 feet from the people that you kill. And I think I have a game of Thermal that I didn't win, the game right before this, but I think I deleted that off my hard drive. This game is old. I'm talking like when I changed my gamer tag, old. And I said old a lot of times right there, and I apologize if you didn't like that too much. But a few topics that I had on the top of my head are freeballin it, and that sounds like a derogatory term, sexual term, but it's not. It's pretty much what I call it. I don't know what other commentators call it. Maybe in their terms, winging it. It's where you don't write like any notes before you do your commentary. I usually, I have like a sticky note application on my laptop where I just write down topics in case I don't want to like forget them, and douchebag. But I just write down like so and so, so and so, so and so, so and so. I've seen commentaries where you can tell that they're like reading off a script, and it just sounds like the clear eyes for dry eyes guy, and it's actually kind of ridiculous to watch because it just doesn't, you know what I mean, you don't get to see what their real personality is, and mine is 100% me. This commentary is me freeballing it pretty much, and same with the last one, like the throwaway clips, and I've had most of my commentaries were freeballing it, except for my first couple ones where I was really nervous and I sounded like, like a freshman at high school on his first day. Just like, oh my god, I got all these people watching me. And that's how I played when I first got my PVR. I was really I felt like I had like a pro. I felt like Zergriz was sitting on a couch like, yeah? That's all you got? That's really all you got. Come on. This is good quality gameplay, and you're ruining it. It's just one of those things that you gotta kind of get used to and get the hang of, but it only took about a week before I really got used to it, and then it started to become a sort of a habit. It's a hobby that I really enjoy doing, and I really enjoy making videos and entertaining people, and that's why I like feedback. So when I see, so and so coming on my video, I get ants in the pants, and I get excited, and I pretty much try and respond to every comment. I pretty much do respond to every comment. If I ever, start getting like a shitload of comments, you know what I mean? I'll respond to every single one of them. I just enjoy interacting and see how people like my videos. It's kind of like, it's kind of like nothing else besides what it is. I can't think of a reference, otherwise I would. But the things that another thing that I wanted to talk about is, I watched another Woody's Gamertag commentary, and I swear to God, if Mel Gibson would have been smart, he would have chose Woody's Gamertag for The Passion of the Christ, because he's just a man of many words, and seems like he could go on and on for hours, or be on he could replace Oprah, and I'm pretty sure my mother would still watch it. But here's kind of a funny thing that happened to me the other night. I got into a lobby of free-for-all, and me and this random guy just started talking, just, bullshitting, and then he's like, oh, you killed me, fucker, and I'm like, yeah, I know, and then out of nowhere I go, why do all the fat, funny comedians have to die? Just, in case you don't know me personally, that is how I think. I just will say whatever's coming off the top of my mind, and it's kind of funny because, I don't know, all my friends find it hilarious, but it's just me thinking, and I'm like, why are you laughing? You know what I mean? I have like Asperger's, and I can't tell people's things, their moods, why they're laughing and shit like that. I don't have Asperger's. If you do have Asperger's, I'm not making fun of you in any way, shape, or form. And if you don't know what Asperger's is, it is it's well, they call it a disease. But I knew a few kids in school with it, and they were really cool people. But it's just one of those things where you can't tell people's moods. Like, if someone's pissed off at you, you could have no idea of that. You could just think that you cracked a joke about Jews being burned, and they start crying, and you would just think it's hilarious, and you'd think that they think it's hilarious. They're laughing so hard they're crying, but in reality they're just crying. But that is Asperger's in a nutshell. If you didn't understand that reference, Google Asperger's. I'm pretty sure Wikipedia will have a pretty appropriate response to it. But back to the funny story. Why do all fat funny comedians have to die? And he goes, "'Cause they're funny." And I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure a lot of us would be dead. And he's like, well, once you get to a point of being really funny, you make a lot of money and you can afford cocaine. And I was like, well, isn't that how Chris Farley died, a drug overdose? And he goes, God, there's like, he said like 1 point so and so, and he said his gamer tag, and I was like, we're not battling, we're not doing points on why people die. And we were just kind of cracking up, and then he's like, well, pretty sure a lot of the fat funny comedians that I've seen that have died have overdosed on drugs. And the phrase that he said made me laugh for probably about 4 minutes. And he said, rapid heart rates at 300 pounds don't mix. And I don't know why, but it really cracked me up. There's nothing too funny about it, but it was just really hilarious. And another funny story is I was playing with my friend Rob, who is just pretty much absolutely hilarious also. But one of his friends that we were in the party with, he goes, "You kind of sound like Grizz," because when I play Xbox Live on, like, the voice, like my voice through my headset when I play Xbox Live, I don't know, I've heard that many times, and I'm just I was fucking with it. I'm like, yeah, this is my second account. And then like some kid in the lobby goes, "No fucking way," and he like was shitting his pants. He sent me a friend request, and I was like, I'm not Grizz. And like these kids were literally like, there was like 6 of them. They're like, "Oh my god, I knew it was you that quickscope me." And I'm like, I'm using the tar, and it, like, and they were just like having the times of their lives because they thought they were playing with Grizz. And I was like, all right, well, I'm not Grizz. And they wouldn't believe me. They're like, "You just don't want fanboys following you around." And I just had literally nothing else to say to them, but I'm not Grizz. But I'm pretty sure the game's been over for about a good minute now, so I think I'm going to shut up, and thank you for watching. And if you like this gameplay, please subscribe. Or not the gameplay, if you like the commentary or the gameplay, you can subscribe. There'll be plenty more of it to come, especially a lot more when Black Ops comes out. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.